Why is it when people say, have you got a pen, you know you don't have a pen, but you still frisk yourself? Don't believe I do have a pen. Do you believe me? You really want to help them as well. You start talking about pens you had. I had a pen. I can see the pen in my mind. If you had have come to me earlier, you would be writing now. I'm so sorry. Sometimes you're on the phone and people will go, have you got a pen, to take down a number, and you immediately say yes, even though you don't have a pen. We all like to play a little game called say you have a pen, and then try to find the pen before they give the number. So they'll go, have you got a pen? You go, yes. They go, I need a pen. Sometimes they start giving the number, you still don't have a pen. It's 0202. I'm thinking... Sometimes you never find the pen, and you pretend to take down the number, and you never even get the number, because you feel too embarrassed to go, I lied about the pen. I lied about the pen. I know I shouldn't have done it. I lied about the pen. Can we ever get over this hurdle and start again? In Argos, do you take the pen? You don't. You think of taking the pen. You're in Argos, you look at the pen, you think, I could take this pen. I don't know if this pen goes with my lifestyle. What if someone said, have you got a pen? And I go, I have the Argos pen. The IKEA pencil? I'm not doing well in the credit crunch. Argos is the weirdest shop on earth. Argos is the shop that said, we think shops should be like this. And all other shops went, no. No, we're going to stick with the putting the stuff we have in the shop and then they pick it, then they pay. And Argos went, no, people don't want a shop like that. They want a big book of shopping. You need to be in pretty good physical condition to get to the index of the book, don't you? You see people sort of limbering up, going, whoa! Right. Then when you find what you want, then you have to do your own little stock check. Well, I don't have to do my own stock check here. Then you write it down, you pay money, you get a new piece of paper, you still don't even have what you paid for. Then you go to probably the most depressing area in life. Literally. It's like bingo, but you win what you've already paid for. There are rows of seating. You feel like it's like a theatre for the poor. I've never seen anything quite so dramatic. I had another baby. I've had 2 babies now. It's difficult. Well, it's amazing. I mean, it's a wonderful thing to make babies. It's a lengthy process, and pregnancy is hard and long. The whole thing. Seeing that little picture on the scan, it's so lovely, exciting. There he is. You can't really make him out, but you pretend, oh, somewhere there. They all look the same. I don't even know if the technology exists. Somebody showed me their baby. It's like, I'm having this baby. No, that's my baby. I had that baby. Do you think when I smile, I look like a fat Chinese man? Do you think? I have to keep a straight face now when I order Chinese, because the waiters think I'm Chinese and speak Chinese to me. I've had the lemon chicken. My son has the same eyes. It's very sweet. Little baby looking up at me with his little Chinese eyes and big fluffy hair that makes me know that he's mine. And his little black face that makes me doubt it. You're sure this is mine, huh? He was actually late. My baby was late. They have like a due date, and he missed it, so my wife was over-pregnant. And all parents always give you advice. Everyone who's been through it offer advice. And the same advice kept coming back to us. To try to induce labour in your overdue pregnant wife, you should have sex and eat curry. People could say, oh yes, sex and curry. Sex and curry? There's no prizes for guessing who might have come up with this theory. Men are sitting in pubs going, I can't believe we got away with that. Do you think we can get football in? Do you think there's any chance at all at this point? My wife and I, of course, tried it until we were thrown out of the Raj King, Muswell Hill. People want to go away now. Winter sun. You start Googling winter sun. Googling. Googling is risky at home anyway. In the modern day, when a woman in a household says, I'm just going to go on the internet, alarm bells ring in the mind of a man. Right, let me just sort the computer out. Right, that should be fine there now. It's as if no one's been on here. It does that. It does that. How stressful is it going on holiday? Passport. Who's got the passports? Who shall take passport? Should we take individual passport? I will take all passports. I will take on all passport responsibility. In the airport, everyone's checking. Every few seconds, people just walking. Sometimes, for some reason, you don't find them. Ah! It's okay. I'm sorry, I was looking in the wrong pocket. I've got them. Oh my God, I thought it was over. People never want to show you their photo. People always want to see it. It's like, can I see the photo? Can I see the photo? Come see the photo. No, you can never see my photo. No. Can I please? No! I'm so ugly in this photo. Do you know what passports are? They're an accurate representation of your face so that you can pass ports. That's what you look like, okay? Deal with it. You'll probably notice when you go through customs, people don't go, oh, you are so hideous, but quite model-like in the flesh. I will not believe it's you. They don't do that, do they? They go, ugly, get the bags. It's because I'm getting older, you see. My wife and I were the same age. Little things have started changing. For years, everything was the same. But now we can feel it creeping in. It's not exactly old age, but little differences. For example, we can't stay up at night. We pass out. Every single... About 9:30 is a late one for us. We get so tired. You know when you click on the Netflix thing and it goes boom? That's the sound of my wife and I's head hitting the pillow and passing out. I can't get beyond it. The English language was created by English people. I don't know when, but we decided to get letters to form words so we can communicate, but we also decided to sprinkle, for no apparent reason, letters within these words that are silent. Shh, forever. Why? Like the word hour, for example. Why is the word hour spelt with an H? Why is there an H? The silent H. Nobody has ever said, I'll see you in a hour. I'll see you in a hour. I'm just going to pick up the sandwich. I'll be back in a hour. Half a hour. Even half has an L in it. It's like half a hour. How long is the journey? About half a hour to a hour. The sandwich shop is half a hour away. It's a waste of everybody's time. Subtle. Would anybody object if it was spelled S-U-T-L-E? Not a single person would. But there's a B in the middle going, shh, just ignore me. Just ignore me forever. I'm silent. I've been left here, left behind. I don't know, I was destined for another word, baboon, but here I am with you. How I long to be in the word baboon where I have a purpose. Like all those words that should begin with N, but have a K of all the letters. Why would a K be silent? Knickers. Why is it knuckles? So I've been thinking about this, as you can probably tell, and I think we should have a day. We should have a day. Silent letter day. Where they all come out to play. It would be on a Wednesday. Sometime in the autumn. In the autumn. Could be in February. I haven't done this all time. Could be in February or the autumn. And we will spend the day together, families together, talking, and walking. We'll go for walks. And climbing. Knitting, a lot of knitting. People will save up their knitting to do on Silent Letter Day. And the knife is the only cutlery that you're allowed to use, the knife. No other cutlery is allowed on Silent Letter Day. Food is buffet style. You go along with your knife. There's salmon and swordfish and sandwiches and yogurt, and you use your knife
All the flavours are very subtle flavours. And the gnome will be the symbol of Silent Letter Day. Like Father Christmas, at Christmas, the gnome, everybody gives each other a gnome to celebrate. Happy Silent Letter Day, I got you a gnome. I've kept it hidden in the cupboard for months. I wrapped it up. Do you like it? I wrapped it up for you. I cut the wrapping paper with scissors. I use scissors to cut the wrapping paper. I'm so sorry, I forgot. I didn't realise. Is it really Silent Letter Day? Is it honestly Silent Letter Day? You mean honestly? Yes, it is honestly. You should have known. You'll never listen. I'm not giving you a gnome. I'm sorry. I'm taking it back to the shop. I've kept the receipt. And at the end of the day, we will celebrate with champagne. Of course. Can I have you some champagne? Happy Silent Letter Day. Just a drop. Maybe just a splash. Oh, there's a knock at the door. Who could that be? Oh, it's Chloe and Isla. Sorry, Chloe and Isla. My old friends from school. Fascinating. Grab a knife. Help yourself to lasagna. There's some lasagna. And at the end of the day, when we are knackered, we go to sleep at 1:30 hour. And think back now that the internet is so much a part of our lives. Think back to our first password, because our minds, our brains are so filled with passwords. It's such a struggle for us to remember all the passwords. We go to businesses online and you go, I can't remember my password. And you put it, sometimes they lock you out. And they go, no, you've got one more try to remember your own password, you fucking idiot. Or you click, I forgot it. And they ask you questions about your life and you don't even remember the answers. They're about your own life. What is your favorite pet? Oh no, I can't believe I chose one. The dog walks in. If it isn't me, I'm leaving. I'm literally walking out the door. Oh, the password. And at the beginning, we all had one password. It was our first password we can nostalgically remember. And we used it for everything. Every time we joined another business. Can I have your password? Yes, you can. That is my special word. And then companies started getting quite rude. You would put your password in and it would go, weak. Who are you to judge my special word? And they're like, I'm sorry, but the internet has become very popular. We need to strengthen your password. And businesses would insist, we must have from you a capital letter. I'm sorry, we will not be accepting passwords anymore unless it contains at least one capital letter. And we all momentarily considered our options before deciding to capitalize the first letter of our password. And for a period of time, that was fine. But the internet became even more popular. And then businesses started saying, I'm afraid you cannot join unless you have at least one capital letter and at least one number. Again, less than half a microsecond's consideration before we collectively decided, you shall be getting the number one. And that will be at the end of my now capitalized password. And for a period of time, this was acceptable until a whole new, unexpected, and exciting dawn emerged. A world of special characters. We didn't even know what they were. And businesses would say, we need a capital letter. We need a number, but we will also require a special character. And we clicked on the button, please, can I have some examples of these special characters which you now insist upon? And we perused them. There they are. I had no idea these characters were so special. until all of our eyes stopped upon the exclamation mark. You're coming with me. Which we then put at the end of our now capitalized password, just after the 1. And it's at this moment that everybody at the London Palladium is thinking, I should probably change my password. I'm probably going to do that tomorrow. Do that now. I need to think of another special word.
Got to get that changed.
We've all got into a bath that's too hot. And it's normally our own fault. We don't have time to wait. When we run the hot tap, when we run the cold, we don't have time to wait for the full, proper temperature to reveal itself. You just have it, that should be fine. You go away into your busy life and you come back, and you normally know as soon as your foot goes in. As soon as it goes in, you normally go, oh, I've run that a bit too hot. But often you don't realise it until you're in already. You get in and you start lowering yourself because it takes a while for the information that your feet are burning to reach your brain, where the information has to go to tell you about it. Because it's really quite a long way for the information to travel. So you start lowering yourself and you're thinking, something doesn't feel altogether right here. Then it just hits you. Ah! You have a split-second decision. Do I stay or do I go? And many times you just go, I can't. Oh my God, I can't. And you end up standing naked in your bathroom. You look down, you've got these sort of red skin socks of pain. Ow! Look what I did to myself. Then you have to empty the hot out, put cold in, which involves sacrificing your arm to plunge to the plug. Plug plunging. Very dangerous. You look at your arm as if to say, this will hurt, I do apologise. Brace yourself. Sometimes you can't get a purchase. You're like, I could lose my arm! But the braver amongst us, there's many here tonight, and I count myself amongst you, will hover paddle. This is where you get into the bath. Even though it hurts, and you hover over the surface, you get the cold on, and you start paddling like a maniac. We can change this. It's getting better all the time now. Be brave! Be brave! Then you inherently know it's time to change direction now. Come on! It's getting better. Come on. And then you have to test it. How is the water going? Is it ready to fully submerge? And you do this with your bottom. You select your bottom, and the task of your bottom is simply to dip in to see, is it ready? How's it going? How's it going? This is where I forget, unfortunately, that I have balls. It's not so much that I forget. It's more the angle of dangle means that my balls are now the closest thing to the surface of the water, not my bottom after all. And it comes as a nasty surprise. Ah! It's the most sensitive part of the human body. It's the last part of the human body, let's be honest, that you would volunteer to test boiling water with. No one's ever handed me a cup of tea and said, Michael, this might be a little bit on the hot side. Well, we shall soon find out, my friend. Hover, paddle, hardened bollocks there, my friend.
So how did you get here tonight? Who came by public transport people? Oh, very good. Drivers in the house. I think British people are the best drivers in the world. Yes, give yourselves a round of applause. We can adjust to the different strengths of rain with our windscreen wipers like nobody else on Earth. There's one, that's the first level, one. It's sort of like a quite constant, not too fast, that's the first. A little bit of a light rain, let's go for one. Then you can go up to two. Two is a little bit faster. It's not the maximum. You make the decision. You're like, it's got a little bit stronger, and I've decided to go to 2. Then the maximum, huge rain. You can't even believe the rain. I'm going all the way. I'm going all the way. You can't even believe how hard they're working. Everywhere but there, just that little bit at the bottom. I can't reach that. The frustrating little triangle at the bottom. Working away. It's really raining, guys. But our favourite speed, and I'll speak for all of us when I say this, I believe to be the intermittent setting. There's something so fun about waiting as the rain builds on your windscreen. Not knowing whether you've made the right decision. Shall I go to 1? Shall I go to 1? It's blurring, it's smudging, I'm losing vision. It's raining heavier, I'm gonna hold on. Shall I hold on? I'm gonna hold on. Clear. Oh, the thrill. And the rebuild begins. It's our favourite button in the car, and again, I'll speak for all of us when I say this, I think is the hazard warning lights. There's something very exciting about that little red triangle in the corner. When you push it, when you become a hazard, you think, oh, I'm a hazard. You feel quite excited. I must warn everybody that I'm a hazard now. I've broken down. You put it starts flashing in the car, and everything's working. All the indicators. We're a hazard. Yes, I've done the right thing. I've done the right thing. But we've interpreted the hazard in other times of our life. A fun one is on the motorway when you hit traffic, you know? Suddenly you're going 70, 80 miles an hour, then suddenly there's traffic, you have to slow down. That was dangerous. I went from high speed to nothing. But your thought is no longer with yourself. Your thought is with everybody behind you. I must warn them. I must warn them of the braking danger that lies ahead. And I will use my hazard warning light. Can you see me? Can you see that you must slow down? You're looking in your rearview mirror. Have you clocked me yet, my friend? It's a lovely moment. They're like, I see you, and I shall warn the one behind. I'm warning. You even feel quite excited when you see it in the distance. Oh, we're working as a team. I'm coming. I'm coming. Also, to thank people. That's a big thank you, isn't it? That's the biggest thank you. Because sometimes you just acknowledge them with your hand, you know, you flash if they're in front of you to thank them. Because letting people in traffic is a big part. Once you've decided to stop your life to let somebody in, you see them edging, they're edging, you're like, shall I? You contemplate it. Shall I? Yes, I will. To allow the free flow of traffic, I will stop my life. Yes, you should come in. You can go first. Go on, off you go. Yes, I'm a very generous person. Yeah, only one. There's always some sneaky. There's a sneaky one that goes, oh, I might tag in. No, whoa. No tagging in, my friend. I am generous to tune of one vehicle. And there you go. And then you wait to be thanked. You're burning a hole in their head. I stopped my life for this. I'm expecting some form of gratitude. Sometimes it never comes. I can't believe I regret my decision. I should never have let that rude person in. Sometimes you try to overtake them just to look at them. What's wrong with you? Rude person. But the hazard thank you is the biggest thank you. When somebody lets you in, and you come in, and they let you in, and you can feel them burning a hole in your head, waiting for gratitude. And you're like, you think I'm not grateful. You think I'm not grateful. But I am grateful. Just a little delay as I located the red triangle. I can't get more grateful than the hazard thank you. Sometimes people laugh and nothing comes out of their face. This is what upsets me the most. I look at them and I can tell they're laughing and enjoying themselves, but they're silent laughers. I don't need them here. Get out. They just... You only hear them when they need breath to fuel their shit non-laugh. You know what I love most is laugh snorting. It's very embarrassing for people. Because the snort doesn't integrate itself with the rest of the laughter. It waits till nobody else is laughing before popping up to give you maximum humiliation. So you'll be laughing, other people are laughing with you, you feel confident, you know how to laugh. This is good. You get lulled into a false sense of security. You forget you're a laugh snorter at all at this point. As soon as it dies down to nothing, Ooh! I actually double snorted the other day, like the beginning of the end. Bloody hell. I had to excuse myself. I'll never speak to any of you again. I do apologise. It's just a malfunctioning. It's just the human body letting you know that you're human and at any moment you can malfunction and embarrass and humiliate yourself. Like the snot sneeze. You never know when that's going to strike either. You can be in a run of sneezes. People quite like them. Achoo, bless you. Strangers come over. Thank you, bless you. Thank you. Achoo, bless you. Thank you. Achoo, bless you. Thank you. And then for no reason at all, shit flies out everywhere. I'm not blessing that. You should be ashamed of yourself. You try and laugh it off. Oh my God! It's a laugh, snot, sneeze. I've completely malfunctioned. I think the worst bodily malfunction, and people don't even know what it is. It happens about 2 or 3 times a year, never more than that. I'm referring to the mini sick. What the fuck is that? What is it? But there are no other symptoms. You're not ill in any way. It can just strike you down. Like, darling, I'm just popping to the kitchen. Can I get you a... And you realise there's only one way. It's got to go back. It's got to go back. And the shock of it means you need to share it with the nearest person, whether you know them or not. Excuse me. Just got sick in my face. I swallowed my own sick. How about that tea? Unbelievable. What happened? What happened? Why are you laughing? What happened? Was it a sneeze or something? Somebody sneezed. Phew. Sneezing's weird. You know what the weirdest bodily function is, in my opinion, is yawning. Yawning. I want you to take a moment just to think about how weird yawning is. Just think about it, because it doesn't do anything for you. It doesn't do anything for you. When you're tired, you yawn, but do you get a boost? It's not like it's not like an espresso. Sort of yawn. Think about, because we're so busy being human, you don't stop to think how weird it is that every once in a while your face, for no apparent reason, goes like this. Ooh. Ooh. And if you try to suppress it, you look even weirder. And how weird is this? It's contagious. How weird is that? What is that even about? How can it be contagious that one person does this, and another person just goes, So just by way of applause, who is actually Scottish? I don't think, seriously, there is anyone more patriotic in the world than the Scots. You are tremendously patriotic. Would you agree with that? Nobody loves Scotland like you, really. It's unbelievable. I love the way that you take things that aren't Scottish and make them Scottish. Like the egg, for example. Now, we all know what eggs are. Some of you may have had eggs today. I had eggs this morning. You've taken the egg, you've put a bit of breadcrumbs on it. That's a Scotch egg. That's our egg, eh? You don't need your English boiled eggs. You've got egg and bread and a handy testicle-shaped snack, eh? What's that you got there? Tape? Put some tartan packaging on that tape. That's Scotch tape. That's our tape. That's the best tape. None of your cello bullshit tape, eh? Every morning I wake up. A Braveheart alarm clock. Freedom! That's me up there. A couple of Scotch eggs, juggle them for a bit. Play some hopscotch, why not? Dip them in butterscotch, read the Scotsman. Have a glass of scotch, get on the Flying Scotsman, head down to London, tell them all to piss off. Yeah. Have a couple of Scotch eggs. Bit more butterscotch, maybe chat up a Scottish widow on the train. break into the Royal Bank of Scotland, steal some Scottish money, and after a thorough investigation from Scotland Yard, get off scot-free. Can you imagine a better day? They've got their own money in Scotland. It's still the pound, but they've got their own money. We don't need your English bastard pounds. We're our own country, we'll have our own bloody money. In Wales, they don't give a shit. They take what they're given, they don't really that bother. You don't go to Wales. Have you got a Tom Jones 20? They're not interested. You go to Scotland, we'll have our own, Would you like your own currency? Yeah, it's complicated mathematically. Let's just have yours with our photos. I think that's the best way. I've always wondered if there's business news in Scotland. Do they go, no, the business news, it's £1 to the pound. That's a pretty good rate, that, You ever tried to use Scottish money in England? There's nothing more tense in life. When you're standing in the queue in the supermarket and you look into your wallet, £10 Royal Bank of... Oh, shit. That's normal. Hello. Hello. Beep, beep. 7.20. Here is £10 sterling. They look at it like you've just handed them a dead baby. Luckily, a Scottish person always appears at this moment. I don't know where they come from. It's like they're hiding behind the fruit, just waiting. Excuse me, I think there's a problem with the money. Excuse me, pal, I'm not buying anything, I just got to sort this out. There's a problem here. And then they use this sentence that you only ever hear at this one moment in time. It's like it's been created, invented, only for when you're using Scottish money in England. I think you'll find, pal, that's legal tender. Where does this come from? I was told before it came out that there was a gentleman who had to be moved because he couldn't fit into his seat. Now, I said, oh, can you point him out? And they said, oh, you'll see him. Now, I believe your name is Gregor Edmonds, is that right? And you're like the strongest man in history. Would that be correct?
Not quite, no.
Not quite? There's God, then there's me. Ladies and gentlemen, it's Gregor Edmonds! Be honest with me, how many shredded wheat do you eat a day? No, I'm disappointed you're not in your big Highland Games gear, because I would expect you to be permanently in it. I love the kilt. Is anybody actually in a kilt tonight? It's not a special occasion, I understand that. It's not a special occasion, but I do love it. I don't really know how it was invented. I've got a sort of theory on this. I think it's basically been created to be as opposite to English people as possible. I think at some stage during history, Scottish people got together and said, all right, today we're going to design the Scot, all right? Now, the theory on this is we're going to have him as opposite to English people as is humanly possible. Right, now, I've been down there, it's not pretty. They're wearing trousers. So we're going to open with a skirt. Modelling it here is Scott. You all right, Scott? I'm all right. But you've got me in a skirt. I'm not happy about that yet. You've got to hear me out, all right? They have plain black trousers down there, all right? So we're going to go with the multicoloured skirt. In fact, every family a different colour. You all right? I'm prepared to listen. Fine. They've got little black socks. We're going to go with the long white hockey sock. How are you feeling? I'm feeling peculiar, if I'm honest with you. Now, unfortunately, I've been down there and they're all in underpants. So, according to the rules, there can be no pants, Scott. Are you out of your bloody mind, eh? You've got me standing here in hockey socks and a skirt with my balls hanging out. You sure you thought this through? I've done my best. What about pockets? Can I have pockets? I mean, I've got to put my money. I've got good Scottish money. It's very strong right now, the currency. It's £1 to the pound. Where am I going to put it? Can I have pockets? No, I'm sorry, we can't have pockets. English people have pockets. It's not acceptable to have pockets. So what am I going to do? Just carry it around? No. We're going to have a bag. A bag? Are you out of your mind? I'm already in hockey socks with the balls hanging out and multicoloured skirts. Now you want me walking around with a handbag? It's not on. It's not going to be a handbag. It better not be. Because that's girly. It's not girly. We've done everything we can to masculinise the bag. It's going to be a cock bag. You serious? You want me walking around in long white hockey socks with my balls hanging out, with a multicoloured skirt and a cock bag? It's still girly. It's still girly to have a bag. I don't care. We've done our absolute utmost to address the situation, and it's going to be hairy. It's a hairy cock bag. You're right with that? I suppose I'm all right with that, but what if people take the piss? I've thought of that too. You're going to have a knife in your sock, all right? And of course, that's when the bees and the wasps start to chip in to your day, because they live outside, okay? So they'll start to come into your life. And you'll deal with the situation, I believe, as a British person, in one of three ways. You'll recognise yourself in this as we go through it. When a bee or a wasp buzzes into your life, buzz, either you are firstly a wafter, okay? You'll know who you are if you're the wafters. They're quite cool, by the way. If you're a wafter, you're quite cool. You just deal with the situation. Bzz, okay, I'll figure. I don't need that. Bzz, sure. Sometimes you don't even break stride in your conversations. So the other day you've just dealt with the situation. You're moving the air. You're not trying to hit it. I'm just going to move the air near you. And you'll know that this isn't an area where you're particularly welcome, okay? I'm a wafter. Right, next up, secondly, you have the stay-stillers. Now, they are very serious people. And they're very adamant that their strategy is the best one to deal with the situation. Okay, nobody move. Just stay completely still. Don't make it angry. Don't encourage it. They get quite angry with the wafters. Don't waft it. You're just making it angry. You're encouraging it. Don't encourage it. It's not interested in us, and we're not interested in it. See? It's gone now. Just stay completely still, and it'll get about its business, okay? Then, the third way, the total panickers, right? Oh, I can still feel it. I can see it. Did you see it? It was massive. Oh, my God. Oh! Was it a hornet? Was it a hornet? You know, if it gets you on the throat, you can die. You can die. Right? That's the third way. Now, wafters are able to upgrade and become total panickers. They allow themselves that privilege. You know? If their wafting is ineffective and the wasp keeps coming back, then you can see them start to panic. Which is why wafters really hardly ever get stung. And total panickers almost never get stung. You know who gets stung? The stay-stillers. Because they cannot break out of their seriousness. They are such firm believers that they have the right strategy. And this is why I thought of this. I've got a friend, he's a stay-stiller, and a wasp not only buzzed around him, but landed on his face. And he just went, the best thing to do is stay completely still. Well, I'm not so sure about that. It's on your face. I don't want to encourage it. But you're just encouraging it to crawl into your eye. It's walking towards your eye. He's like, no, the best thing it's not interested in me. It seems pretty interested in you. Why don't you waft it? The worst thing I could do is waft it. To stay completely still, then another one landed on the other side of his face. I'm like, dude, you now have 2 wasps on your face. And it stung him. I've got to say, it was one of the funniest things I've ever seen. Because he couldn't just scream. He had to make out that he was still in the right. And he just went... It has now stung me. It stung my face. It stung me on the face. But I think the best thing to do is to not encourage it to sting me again. If a total panicker gets stung, you know about it. It's You wake up in the morning, first words of the day, you have to review the night's sleep. Very important. To catch up on what you've missed. Morning, darling, how did you sleep? This leads to what is undoubtedly the most boring conversation of the entire day. It baffles me we can even find stuff to put in it. But it can sometimes be a lengthy conversation of extraordinary dullness. Morning, darling, how did you sleep? Oh, it's very thirsty in the night. I was very thirsty. I was thirsty too. God, I was thirsty. I think it was the pizza. You're right. It was a very salty pizza. It's a tremendously salty pizza. I had to get up. I had to get up for water. I was too lazy to get up. I wanted to. If I had have known that you got up, I would have had some of your water. But I didn't know that you got up. And I was so hot as well. You were hot? I was quite chilly. I was actually quite chilly. Oh, I was really hot. I was so hot I had to sleep with one leg out of the covers like that. I saw you when I went to get water. I saw you with one leg out of the covers, and I remember thinking, he can't be hot. Can you really be hot? Yes, I was. I was very hot. And I couldn't get to sleep for hours. Well, you shouldn't have had that fucking coffee. I told you not to have the coffee when we were in the restaurant. That's stupid. I just thought it was the right thing to do. I went along with it. There'll be dreams to update as well. She'll say, I had this really weird dream. And then she goes on to tell me about it. I can't help you with that. I had this really weird dream. We're in this house, yeah. We're in this house, yeah. Yeah, we're in this house, yeah. It was our house. It was our house. But it wasn't our house. You were there. You were actually there. You were there. But it wasn't you. It wasn't you. Nightmares happen on occasion. I think for all people in relationships, every once in a while you have this terrible dream. You have a dream that your partner has cheated on you. They have betrayed you in your sleep. It's a horrible nightmare of deceit. And you are filled with hate. And you wake up in the morning and you're so relieved. It was just a dream. That didn't really happen. But the hate is still strong within you. I look over at her and I can see she's just sleeping there soundly. She's done nothing. Done nothing to hurt me, just been sleeping sweetly by my side. Nothing to hurt me at all. But I'm staring at her. Slut. What? Sorry, Michael. Morning. What did you say? I said that you're a slut and a whore. How could you to me? With my geography teacher from school. Sometimes it's you. Sometimes you've had a dream when you've had an affair with somebody really weird. Somebody from work or something. And you feel quite guilty. Oh, shit. Morning, Michael. How did you sleep? Nothing. Breath is an issue in the morning as well. Breath. Morning breath. What is that about? I don't understand it. I would understand it if maybe before I went to bed I had like some garlic, some onions, some Red Bull and swirled it around in my face, some kind of cocktail. That's not what happens. I brush my teeth, flossing, maybe involved, maybe mouthwash. I go to sleep minty fresh, like most of you. 7, 8 hours later, she's like, morning, Michael. Morning, darling. Holy shit. Are you all right, Michael? Yes, I'm fine. I actually said really well. Did you go out in the night? Why would I go out in the night? I'm sleeping here. Next to you, what are you talking about? I actually want you to think about this quite seriously. At any stage during the night, do you recall eating shit? Did that happen? Why would I eat shit? What are you talking about? That's insane. Are you absolutely certain? Maybe did you get thirsty and drink from the toilet, or... No? Perhaps you pissed on your own face. Accidents happen. Sometimes, despite this, you will still have morning sex. Now, morning sex will always involve morning breath. You just adapt it to keep your heads as far away as possible. Sometimes you get lost in the moment. Oh, I really... At she'll tell me about it. That's what I hate about a long-term relationship. I could do without the honesty. She would literally go, sorry I didn't kiss you, Michael, but you stink from your face.
Okay, sorry. I thought I brushed my teeth though.
Could do with a little bit less honesty. Sometimes I'll go and try and seduce her. Sorry, I was wondering if maybe later you'd like to... You have some bogey just to... Oh, sorry. What was it you wanted, Michael? I'm fine, actually. To be honest, I'm fine. Let's just leave it. Let's forget about it. I'll just sit here. Your ball is hanging out a little bit. Oh, for God's sake, leave me alone. Deep sleep. Every once in a while, you have a sleep so deep, you'll sleep on your arm. It's quite fun. You wake up with a dead arm. It's quite heavy as well. A heavy dead arm. Darling, my arm is dead. A dead arm. I don't even know how I did it, but recently I contrived to sleep on both of my arms. And they were both dead. I got woken up by the phone ringing. So, I'll get it. Shit. My arms are completely dead. I can't get the phone. Shit. Can you just get the phone for me, darling, and hold it to my face? How lazy I am. My arms are dead. I can't do anything. Because I'm away a lot, she says to me, or she says, I hate it when you're not here, Michael, because I feel safe when you're here. I'm like, I don't. I might look like Mr. Miyagi. I don't have the moves, darling. Because that is man's biggest fear, isn't it? They're going to be sleeping soundly at night, and she'll be like, Michael, 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 wake up! What? What do you want? I was asleep here. Jesus. Michael, I think there's somebody in the house. I think there's a burglar in the house. I think somebody's broken into our house. I can hear them in the kitchen. That is, without a shadow of a doubt, man's biggest fear. That is my biggest fear. In fact, that isn't my biggest fear. My biggest fear is that that happens, and I've slept on both arms. That's my biggest fear. Shit. Darling, what do you want me to do? I want you to go and find out. Find out what? Find out if there's someone downstairs. Darling, from the other day when the phone was ringing, I've got no arms. I've slept on both of my arms. Don't you fucking lie to me. You go and protect this household. You're going to have to go. You're in a much better position than I am. How could you do this? What about the children? Good idea. Send one of them. Give the little one the Wii and tell the other one there's ice cream. You must go and save us. All right, don't go! Jesus. Hey, you in the kitchen. Get out of my house. Don't make me come over there. Tell me I've got no arms. What do you want me to do? Use the breath. I want you to know, when I discuss holidays with you, that I love being here. I love living here. I love British people. I am a British person. I would live nowhere else. I live amongst you. I love you. I'm looking at your little British faces, and I want you to know that I love you. But when I'm on holiday, I really hate you. I don't know what it is. British people, they just make me cringe on holiday. We're so whiny, aren't we? Dave, you see my other flip-flop, Dave? I'm just dying inside. With your flip-flop, you had it last. I mean, where'd you see your last flip-flop? You know that foreigners are having exactly the same conversations. It just sounds so much better coming from them. Davido, come lavare la flip-flop? The English language was created by English people. I don't know when, but we decided to get letters to form words so we can communicate, but we also decided to sprinkle, for no apparent reason, letters within these words that are silent forever. Why? Like the word hour, for example. Why is the word hour spelt with an H? Why is there an H? The silent H. Nobody has ever said, I'll see you in a hour. I'll see you in a hour. I'm just going to pick up the sandwich. I'll be back in a hour. Half a hour. Even half has an L in it. It's like half a hour. How long is the journey?
about half a hour to a hour. The sandwich shop is half a hour away. It's a waste of everybody's time. The word subtle, would anybody object if it was spelled S-U-T-L-E? Not a single person would. But there's a B in the middle going, shh, just ignore me. Just ignore me forever. I'm silent. I've been left here, left behind. I don't know, I was destined for another word, baboon, but here I am with you. How I long to be in the word baboon where I have a purpose. Like all those words that should begin with N, but have a K of all the letters. Why would a K be silent? Knickers. Why is it knickers? Knuckles. So I've been thinking about this, as you can probably tell, and I think we should have a day. We should have a day. Silent letter day. Where they all come out to play. It would be on a Wednesday. A Wednesday. Sometime in the autumn. In the autumn. Could be in February. I haven't told this the entire. Could be in February or the autumn. And we will spend the day together, families together, talking, and walking. We'll go for walks and climbing, knitting, a lot of knitting. People will save up their knitting to do on Silent Letter Day. And the knife is the only cutlery that you're allowed to use, the knife. No other cutlery is allowed on Silent Letter Day. Food is buffet style. You go along with your knife. There's salmon and swordfish and sandwiches and yogurt. And you use your knife. All the flavors are very subtle flavors. And the gnome will be the symbol of Silent Letter Day. Like Father Christmas, the gnome, everybody gives each other a gnome to celebrate. Happy Silent Letter Day, I got you a gnome. I've kept it hidden in the cupboard for months. I wrapped it up. Do you like it? I wrapped it up. I cut the wrapping paper with scissors. I use scissors to cut the wrapping paper. I'm so sorry, I forgot. I didn't realise. Is it really Silent Letter Day? Is it honestly Silent Letter Day? You mean honestly? Yes, it is honestly. You should have known. You'll never listen. I'm not giving you a gnome. I'm sorry. I'm taking it back to the shop. I've kept the receipt. And at the end of the day, we will celebrate with champagne. Of course we will. Can I have you some champagne? Happy Silent Letter Day. Just a drop. Maybe just a splash. Oh, there's a knock at the door. Who would that be? Oh, it's Chloe and Isla. Sorry, Chloe and Isla. My old friends from school. Fascinating. Grab a knife. Help yourself to lasagna. There's some lasagna. And at the end of the day, when we are knackered, we go to sleep at 1:30.
It's November, ladies and gentlemen. November's an odd month. People spend the whole of November basically saying, I can't believe it's November. I can't believe it's November. Can you believe that it's November? Well, yes, you see, we've had all the other months. You see how it works? If we'd just come out of April, you'd have a point. What are you talking about? Why do we live every year the same way and can't come to terms with the effects it has? The clocks go back. It's such a hugely strange night for everybody. You spend the whole of Sunday slightly jet-lagged. Yeah. And you spend the whole of the first week at 5 o'clock at the window going, look how dark it is. It's only 5 o'clock and look at the results. So December will come, right? December, we're all in December. Christmassy is a huge part of December. Christmassy. Everyone will be discussing this emotion of Christmassy. I don't know what it is about this year, I just don't feel Christmassy. Do you feel Christmassy? I haven't felt this. Tony should ask that. I was just saying the other day, I don't feel Christmassy. At some point in December, there will be an announcement. Today, I felt Christmassy for the first time. Then when we get to Christmas, we have to get to the New Year, right? Christmas and New Year are separated by 6 days, between the 25th of December and the 31st. The strangest 6 days in the whole year. Nobody has a clue who they are. All rules have been suspended. People eat a lot of turkey sandwich. You start putting vegetables into sandwiches. You would never normally do this. You're like, I want a turkey sandwich. I want a turkey sandwich. Is there post today? Is the post come today? What day is it? Do you know what day it is? I don't even know what day it is. I want another turkey sandwich. When did the bins get taken away? Should I start my diet? Are the shops open? Have the sales started? Can I park here? Can I park here today? Was that the post? I think I just heard the post. I want another turkey sandwich. What time is chitty chitty bang bang? I want to... If somebody said to you in June, do you want to watch chitty chitty bang bang? You'd be like, no. I actually have a TV that's HD ready. It's HD ready. Ready. I don't have it, but it's ready. Just looks at me with this little sign. I'm ready, okay? Just so you know. I'm ready for HD. Anytime you want to get HD, ready. Totally prepared for it. No rush to get HD. But when you get it, what you will find is a television who was born ready for HD. I feel slightly sorry for the TV in the bedroom that just sits there going, please don't get HD. I'm not ready.
We've all got into a bath that's too hot, and it's normally our own fault. We don't have time to wait. When we run the hot tap, when we run the cold, we don't have time to wait for the full, proper temperature to reveal itself. You just have it, that should be fine. You go away into your busy life, and you come back, and you normally know as soon as your foot goes in. As soon as it goes in, you normally go, ooh, I've run that a bit too hot. But often you don't realize it until you're in already. You get in and you start lowering yourself because it takes a while for the information that your feet are burning to reach your brain where the information has to go to tell you about it. Because it's really quite a long way for the information to travel. So you start lowering yourself and you're thinking, something doesn't feel altogether right here. Then it just hits you. Now, a split-second decision, do I stay or do I go? And many times you just go, I can't, oh my God, I can't. And you end up standing naked in your bathroom. You look down, you've got these sort of red skin socks of pain. Ow, look what I did to myself. Then you have to empty the hot out, put cold in, which involves sacrificing your arm to plunge to the plug. Plug plunging, very dangerous. You look at your arm as if to say, this will hurt, I do apologize. Brace yourself. Ah! Sometimes you can't get a purchase. You're like, I could lose my arm! But the braver amongst us, there's many here tonight, and I count myself amongst you, will hover paddle. This is where you get into the bath. Even though it hurts, and you hover over the surface. You get the cold on, and you start paddling like a maniac. We can change this. It's getting better all the time now. Be brave! Be brave! And you inherently know it's time to change direction now. Come on! It's getting better. Come on. And then you have to test it. How is the water going? Is it ready to fully submerge? And you do this with your bottom. You select your bottom. And the task of your bottom is simply to dip in to see, is it ready? How's it going? How's it going? This is where I forget, unfortunately, that I have balls. It's not so much that I forget. It's more the angle of dangle means that my balls are now the closest thing to the surface of the water, not my bottom after all. And it comes as a nasty surprise. It's the most sensitive part of the human body. It's the last part of the human body, let's be honest, that you would volunteer to test boiling water with. No one's ever handed me a cup of tea and said, Michael, this might be a little bit on the hot side. Well, we shall soon find out, my friend. hover, paddle, hardened bollocks there, my friend.
You like that song I came on to? The Kings of Leon? It's good, but the lyric is odd. Seriously. Your sex is on fire? What are they talking about? What is the inspiration for this lyric? Darling, don't be alarmed. What? Emergency services, what is the next real emergency? Oh, my sex is on fire! What the hell's going on back there?
So I get out of my car, I run into the motorway services, and I go to the urinals, and there's nobody there. I've got the run of the place, okay? So I go on the far right. I pick the far right-hand urinal, and I've done that because I know if somebody comes in, they'll go far left because of the rules. So I'm peeing here, minding my own business, and in my peripheral vision, I notice a gentleman come in. And he does everything I'm expecting him to do. He doesn't say a word to me because of rule number 1. And he takes his place at the far left-hand urinal exactly as anticipated. But what I didn't see is that he wasn't on his own. He was with his son, a child. He was with a child, okay? I didn't see the child because he was obscured from my vision, and the boy was peeing at a lower down urinal that I didn't even know was there. So I thought it was just me and his dad. I didn't realise the kid was there. So when his dad spoke out loud to his kid, which is a totally normal thing for a father to do, I thought he was breaking rule number 1 and talking to me. And it was quite disturbing. So he's peeing over there, I'm peeing over here, and he just goes, right, now shake it like a good boy. I don't know if I can fully explain to you the fear that washed over my body at this time. I thought, there's a lunatic, I have to run. My brain is saying, get out, run for your life, save yourself. But my body was paralyzed with fear. And I found myself being quite submissive. I did as I was told. I'm ashamed to admit. But I shook it like a good boy. Then he said, now put him away. And I did. I put him away. I hadn't finished. I peed my pants a bit. Then he said, now wash your hands and then come and hold Daddy's. I nearly threw up with fear. But as I turned, I saw the kid. And I thought, oh my God, he's talking to his child. And I immediately found it hilarious. And I don't know why I did this. I told him, why did I do that? I told him about it. We were washing our hands and I broke the rules. I was like, you know when you said, shake it like a good boy? I thought you were talking to me. He just held his son's hand and went, rule number 1, never talk to strangers in toilets.
And the mainstay of any meal will be salt and pepper. Salt and pepper are so phenomenally successful in the herb and spice arena. They arrogantly sit on the table, knowing that whatever you want to prepare, you will require one of us. Either myself or my dear friend Pep. Isn't that right? Right you are, Sultan. You've been keeping busy? Breakfast this morning, I was all over that. But there are other herbs and spices, oregano, thyme, rosemary, cumin, paprika. They're all lined up in the cupboard, waiting. Sometimes the cupboard door opens, they see salt and pepper on the table. Look at them, the bastards. What have they got? What have they got that we don't have? I just don't get it. I don't get it either, neither do I. I can't even see them from here. What do they look like? You ever been out of the cupboard, cumin? Once, I think, for bolognese. They said it was an experiment. That was in 1992. I don't think it worked. But I remain hopeful. What about you, Sage? You ever been out of the cupboard? I actually used to live with them at their old house, and then they moved me here and put me back in this cupboard. No. What about you, Paprika? I fell out once. They just put me back in the wrong way round. 7 years I was like this. Every day I pray. I pray for it to be goulash day. But it is never goulash day. I've still got the plastic on my head. Why the fuck did they buy me? I don't understand it. What about you? Who are you on the end? My name is Five Spies. You ever got out of the cupboard, Five Spies? I am no one spies. I am five spies. I am 5 times as good as all of you. Yes, but have you ever been out of the cupboard? I have been using recipes for thousands of years. But have you ever been out of this cupboard? No. Excuse me, sorry, I'm sorry to interrupt all this nonsense. Tired of listening to all your whining, because the fact is, I have been in this cupboard for longer than all of you put together. Sorry, who are you? John West, tuna, nice to meet you. This is my wife, Tin Salmon.